case someone has been out of the country or living under some rock somewhere, how did the VBS become a news story?
Good morning to you. The latest around VBS is that after ANC took a decision to dismiss about 7 mayors, they started with a process to replace them. We saw last week 3 special council sittings were called at Makado, Vembe and Collins Chaban municipality. This follows the removal of the Makado mayor, Shonisan Sinyusi. Florence Radzilan was removed in Vembe, and so was Joyce Bila at Collins Chaban. We have seen the 3 being replaced last week, but what we must also indicate is that of the 3 council sitting that were called last week, 3 of the affected mayors were females, and we've realized that they have replaced the 2 of the mayors with male figures. We saw at Makado they brought in Samuel, and at Collins Chabani there's one Moses Maluleke. It was only at the Vembe District Municipality where they replaced Florence Razilani with Mabungulu Rule. Yesterday there was another sitting, a special sitting that was called at Giyani for the replacement of Sasa Bonama Tebula, who only led that municipality for about 2 years, and she was replaced with one Basani Shivambu from the same municipality. But what is worth noting is that opposition parties are not happy with what has transpired in the 4 councils that have resolved to replace the mayors. It will appear as if they were only targeting mayors because the decision to invest with VBS was taken by the executive committee of the respective municipalities, and it is only the mayors who have been dismissed. But the question remains as to what then happens to the executive committee members who were part and parcel.
I'm hoping you will get to it in time. Sometimes... Sorry, Mike, you can continue.
Yes, I was indicating that it is worth noting that the executive committee members were not affected at all. We are seeing a situation whereby the same people who led the municipalities, who took decisions to invest with VBS, are remaining in their respective positions. And it's worrisome because yesterday what we have also noticed at the Giyani municipality is the walkout by the EFF, who raised the motion to say before they could even appoint a new mayor, they must dissolve the ESCO and the PMT so that they can bring new people all together who will be corrupt free, because as things stand now, the very same people who are there are fingered as well, because it was not only mayors who were part and parcel of those decisions. So we still left with about 3 councils that are to sit. It will either be next week or in the coming year. But opposition parties are not happy. We are not sure about the general public whether they approve the decision. Of course, they were happy with the recalling of mayors, but as about the replacement of the ESCO, we are yet to talk to them to get their views around this matter.
Mike, traditionally it has been said that the people of Limpopo love the ANC no matter what. Has the VBS scandal made a dent? Look,
ANC had to take a decisive decision and recall the mayors. But what is left now is for them, because they are not completely dismissed, they are redeployed in a way because they are still in the council. Most of them came as PR councillors, and it's easy to get rid of a PR councillor in that you will not need to run by elections. But coming back to your questions, what we have observed over the years is that people of Limpopo are voting ANC in numbers. ANC always receives over 80% in most of the municipalities. It's either on municipal elections or general elections. But this scandal seems to have unsettled. Most of them, they are not happy with how ANC is deploying their people into these municipalities, because it will appear as if most of them are there to enrich themselves rather than serving the public, because you'll know by now that the municipalities in the province have invested about 1.5 billion rand. The 4 municipalities that said alone this week, they have invested about 560 million, which is way above half a billion. So if that is not corrected as a matter of urgency, the voters might punish ANC come the May election.
You touched a bit there on by-elections. Just give us a sense of the by-elections that you've been able to cover. What sort of trend are you reading, especially in the run-up to general elections next year?
Most of the by-elections that we covered, unfortunately, they were not in the areas, where their municipalities have invested with VBS, and we have seen ANC winning in majority. It's only some few wards where the DA has won or retained their wards, but in majority, ANC is still running. They still have a lot of majority. Maybe the decision to recall mayors will work in their favor, but that we can only know after the May election.